Hi everybody, welcome to Tuesday Talk. It is the day after Christmas. It is Boxing Day today, day of filming. I've never filmed my Tuesday Talk so late. It's also nighttime, the night before Tuesday Talk. So I have no idea if this will be ready on time. It could be Wednesday, who knows? I don't know. But between Christmas and family and, just doing all the things, you all know, doing all the things around this time of year, you just run out of time for everything. And we had snowstorms and everything else. But I'm here and I have very few things to show you because it just got to be too much, and the last few days, I'm human too, the last few days, I stayed keto, but probably not. I have no idea what my ratios are, or my macros. So I didn't really track the last few days. I didn't take my blood glucose or my blood ketones. I just didn't have time to do anything. And so I don't have any charts to show you. That will all start again next week as things get back to normal. I still have 3 more days of things happening where I'm meeting with people and doing things and dinners and all these things that happen around the holidays. But I do want to show you a few things. I got this in the mail from those ladies at Low Carb Spin. You wouldn't believe what they sent me. Oh, and you guys didn't have to do that either, but this is so cool. So I have this little pot holder. It says, "Life is what you bake it." I love it. Hopefully you can see that. We'll get a close-up shot of it, though, if you can't. But look at this thing that they sent me. This is I believe that this is called a spoon rest. And I don't have any type of a spoon rest. And I've got one of those ceramic cooktop stoves where, you put a spoon down and then you've got to scrub later. So this is actually kind of nice to have this, but it is a personal spoon rest. It says Anita's Ketogenic Woman Kitchen on it. I mean, I am just so excited. And again, if this does not show up on the camera, we'll do a close-up. And on the back, it says, "From our kitchen to yours, heartfelt thanks for all your kindness, Karen and Teresa at Low Carb Spin." Thank you guys so much. This really means a lot to me. I think it's amazing. I don't know if you guys do this, or not, or if you had it done, but thank you. Thank you. I'm going to tuck it in here for now and figure out where in my kitchen it's going to go. Thank you so much. The other thing I wanted to tell you about, if you're out and about shopping at your grocery store, check out the magazine, this week's Woman's World. It should be out. I tried to find one today, and I went to a couple of stores, but they're still showing last week's. You will see this cover up here with Dr. Berry on the cover. That's the one you're looking for. So check that out. And that's me. That's me down a little picture at the bottom. It's kind of exciting. But anyways, look for that. Or let me know in the comments if you were actually able to find it. I mean, maybe it's not coming out till next week, but, I feel like a couple of people have messaged me and said that they were able to buy it already. So, I'll be looking for mine this week. So that's pretty exciting. Let me tell you how I've been doing. I've been doing pretty good. I've been staying like more ketovore carnivore. The only things that I've had is I did have, because I want to be honest with you guys, so that that it's not just you, it's everybody. We all have our struggles during these times. And I wouldn't say struggles. I mean, some of these things are keto. That's kind of my, I have some hard lines that I don't cross, but I have some gray lines too. I drank half a bottle of Fresca. You wouldn't believe this. I had a bottle of Fresca that I bought for Christmas. I bought it probably 2 or 3 weeks ago, like a small single-serve bottle. And it's been sitting in my fridge. And every time I open the fridge, I look at it, I go, that's my Christmas Day dinner bottle of Fresca. And so I haven't touched it. I mean, this is just weirdness over Fresca. But I've been saving it all this time for Christmas Day. And, I opened the fridge. There's my Fresca. That's for Christmas. And so I brought it with me over to the family's place for Christmas dinner. And I drank half of it, and the headache came. And I was like, I can't even finish a bottle of Fresca, which I shouldn't have had anyways, but I really wanted it. It was my Christmas drink was half a bottle of Fresca. My daughter made a keto dessert. She brought along some for me and her. And so I ate some of that, and it was very good. And she didn't sweeten it too much. A lot of people, I find, when they make keto desserts, they use so much sweetener, because I've almost become intolerant to a lot of these things. And so, it wasn't too sweet, thankfully. And it probably contributed to my headache a little bit, by the end of the day yesterday. I've been eating a lot of things off deli plates and charcuterie trays, so way more cheese than I normally have, way more processed, meats than I normally have. A few olives and pickles got in there too. That's about it, everything else has been meat. Now, the meat is another issue, because probably about 2 days before Christmas, I kind of made the decision, okay, I'm just going to, eat mostly meat, and that'll get me through the holidays. And after, I think it was 2 days of doing that, I thought, I'm going to check my morning glucose and ketones. My ketones were still okay, but boy, my glucose was way up, my fasting glucose. I was surprised. So, this is something like I haven't figured out my protein level at which I can eat this much protein or it affects my blood glucose. So that's going to be something interesting that I'm going to explore a little more in the new year, when I'm back to tracking and back to knowing, how many grams of this and that I'm eating. I just find it to be really useful information, and I find the instant feedback is really valuable, to know that, well, if I eat this much, my blood sugar goes way up there, but if I, have this amount, it just kind of stays in this good range that I like. So I'm finding it really worthwhile to be tracking this information for me. This is what I'm doing for me, so that I kind of know what's going on. So I'm going to continue to do that in the new year, and I will be reporting that. And January is World Carnivore Month, so in honor of that, I am going to do a stricter type of carnivore. I'm going to say it out loud. I'm going to go dairy-free for January. I said it. That means I have to do it. So there you go. Dairy is one of those things where I can tolerate a little bit, but I find that when I have it, it kind of, it grows. I'll have like a table, not butter. Butter I'm okay with, but I'm talking things like cheese and cream. So if I say, okay, I'm going to have a coffee, I'm going to put a tablespoon of cream in it. The next day it's 2 tablespoons, and it just kind of, it gets bigger. The amount gets bigger, and so I know it's kind of an issue, and I'm going going to see what happens when I do 30 days without. I'm going to continue to do butter because butter doesn't do the same thing. I mean, you know, butter is completely different to me than cheese or cream. So that's probably the big change that I'll make for January. I'm going to continue to, you know, do 80-20 and continue to focus on animal fats. And beef is, you know, kind of my favorite, although I do some pork as well. And yeah, so, you know, I hope you guys all had a successful Christmas, happy Christmas, peaceful with your family and those sorts of things. If something didn't go right for you, the sooner you let go of it, the better. Like just let go of it and just carry on. You don't have to wait till January 1st. You know, just start now. Start with your next meal. You know, if that's tonight, great. If not, start in the morning. Like there's really no reason to wait until January 1st. Because the problem will just be harder. You know, the long, if you did have sugar yesterday or things that trigger overeating, continuing to do it for the next few days will just be harder to get past. So, Cronometer. I've done 2 Cronometer videos and they are now finished. And so I just have to work on getting them onto YouTube. And so tomorrow you will hopefully see them go live tomorrow. Or even the same day as this goes live. Part 1 is setting up Cronometer, setting your macros. Part 2 is all the, you know, putting in your food, custom foods, recipes. And yeah, so I hope those are helpful. You know, if you wanted to follow along with me in January, you could get it all set up now. And then, you know, you'll be ready to go. And so I think that's all the news that I have for you. And I hope you have an awesome New Year's weekend, you know, which is coming up next weekend. And I will see you guys in the next video, which will be sometime the first week of January. So we will see you then. Happy New Year. Take care.